50. Carolina territory, jumps going to town. 20, 50, 10, 5, touchdown! I think, yeah, jumping time, baby. The sack, fakes, runs to the near sideline, still looking, throws it into the end zone. Hit! Touchdown! Touchdown, A.J. Green, back right corner of the end zone.
This one's from the heart.
I'm ready to rock and roll. Here we go.
I know I'm asking a lot, you guys, but hunker it down one more time.
And it's always dropped like a rock. Big hole, Samuel, he's going!
Almighty, did you see what he did?
Boykin takes it all the way!
He just stepped on their face with a hobnail boot and broke their nose.
Here comes pressure from the edges. We're going to get, no, he got out! And then we drilled him into the turf again.
Joe will try to kick one 100,000 miles.
And the kick is gone!
Oh, look at the sugar falling out of the sky. Look at the sugar falling out of the sky.
Welcome to the 114th meeting in the Deep South's oldest rivalry, Georgia and Auburn. Quarterback Cam Newton in uniform and has been announced in the starting lineups to a standing ovation here at Jordan-Hare Stadium in Auburn, Alabama. The weather is exquisite today. No chance of rain. Very moderate temperatures and sunny skies right now. 5-5 Georgia taking on the second-ranked Auburn Tigers. This is Countdown to Kickoff.
The Countdown to Kickoff is presented by BB&T. Visit us today and know how it feels to know more. BB&T, best bank in town since 1872. Member FDIC.
Oh, Des Bryant unloaded on. He takes it all the way for the second time this year.
Today's pregame coverage of Georgia football is also brought to you by the Atlanta Journal-Constitution, by Eckrich Meats. It's Eckrich season. Make your moments rich with Eckrich. AutoZone. Get in the zone. AutoZone. And by Nature's Own, the official bread of the Georgia Bulldogs. In less than 30 minutes, toe meets leather. We'll rejoin Scott Howard and Eric Zier for the Ford Keys to the Game after this 2-minute timeout on the Georgia Bulldog Radio Network from ISP. This is Georgia football.
Pass is tipped in your face. He caught it anyway. He towed the line on the back portion of the end zone.
From ISP.
Post route. Caught by Green. He bumped by a man into the far corner. He's going to get there first. Touchdown.
Live play-by-play action of Bulldog football is brought to you by Marathon Petroleum, fueling the American spirit. By BB&T. Visit us today and move in a brighter financial direction. BB&T, best bank in town since 1872. Member FDIC. Champion Windows, Siding and Patio Rooms. Factory Direct since 1953. Ackerman Security, the official security provider for the Bulldog Nation. By AutoZone. Charter Communications. Get the fastest internet speeds in the area with Charter's Ultra-Fast Ultra 60. Call 888-GET-CHARTER or go to charter.com/ultra for more information. By John Deere. Nothing runs like a deer. Sherwin-Williams. Ask Sherwin-Williams how you can make the most of your color with the very best paint. By Texaco. People who know cars trust the unbeatable cleaning power of Texaco with Techron. McDonald's. I'm loving it. By Aaron's. Nobody beats Aaron's prices. Nobody. Cook's Pest Control and Centricon. The unbeatable combination for termite protection. By Nature's Own, the official bread of the Georgia Bulldogs. Your Georgia Ford dealers. Coach Mark Richt and Ford Trucks team up. Find out more at GeorgiaSaturdays.com today. The Georgia Lottery. Today could be the day. Regions Bank, the official bank of the Southeastern Conference. By ServPro, fire and water damage cleanup and restoration. ServPro, like it never happened. Budweiser, with full flavor and a crisp, clean finish. It's what we do. And by State Farm. All season long, State Farm's proud to be there as your Bulldog sponsor. It's game time on the Georgia Bulldog Radio Network from ISP. Alongside Eric Zier, here's the voice of the Bulldogs, Scott Howard.
Georgia's last win over a ranked SEC team came in October of 2008. The Bulldogs, ranked 9th at the time, beat LSU, a white hat. As Eric said, this place has been rocking for a while, both outside and inside. Nearly 90,000 strong right now, shaking their pom-poms and ready to get this one underway. And I'm sure mentally both sidelines are shaking their pom-poms as well.
Yeah, there's no question about that. I'll tell you, when the teams got on the field about an hour and a half before the game, Cam was one of the first ones to come out, got right into the student section's face and started to get them ramped up. They've been excited ever since.
We've been given the sign to kick it, and that's what Walsh will do as this one is underway in Auburn. Walsh's kick high and end over end comes down at the 4 to Washington. Straight ahead, 10-15. Glances off a tackle and will be piled up inside the 20 around the 19-yard line as the Bulldogs sent Sanders Cummings to deliver the first blow, and then it was a gang tackle after that. So
just get the ball into Cam Newton's hand, let him throw a quick little hitch, a 1-yard hitch outside. That's just another way to run the football, but get it on the edge very quickly.
Two receivers to the near side, one on the far side. Now McCaleb goes in motion, and they run a little option. Newton with a big hole, 25, 20 to the far sideline, 15, 10, 5, down the sideline, out of bounds, inside the 1. Newton with a little bit of a fake to McCaleb on the option to the right. Got to the corner, turned on the speed, and the nose of the ball almost touching the goal line. First and goal for the Tigers.
Well, just a read option there, and again, Cam Newton able to get outside, ran away. We brought a safety down. Ogletree came down into the box, but Auburn ran that play away from the safety that had dropped down.
Time out. The previous play is under further review.
Well, they'll take a look at it as the
ball running onto the field there, but strange again.
After further review, video evidence shows that the ball carrier broke the play to the goal line prior to going out of bounds. Touchdown.
And Subway is an official sponsor of the Georgia Bulldogs and the official sandwich of the Bulldogs. Play hard, eat fresh. Here we go on 4th down, 4th and about 1.5 or 2. The Dogs this season 4 out of 7 on 4th down opportunities. We line up, moving left to right in the eye, double tight end formation. Play fake to Ely. Murray with time to throw in the pocket. There's A.J. Green in the end zone, and there's a touchdown. Middle of the end zone in front of the goalpost. Beautiful play fake, Murray. And with Green open in the end zone, well, you can't lose with that.
Boy, you cannot. Auburn, 4th and short, lined up man-to-man. We had A.J. one-on-one outside. A.J. just torches his guy on a post route, not even close to him. Aaron Murray sees it, throws a perfect pass right down the middle of the field, and A.J. goes to get it.
Here's Blair Walsh for the point after to tie it here in the first quarter. The kick is up, and the kick is good. And a little extracurricular after the extra point. This is going to be a fun day. 8:21 to go in the first quarter. The Dogs have tied it with a 73-yard drive. 7-7 Dogs and Tigers. Back in a moment, Georgia Bulldogs Radio Network. Couple of penalties, wiping out a big play. Now Newton play fake, will pass from the pocket, throws it over the middle, in and out of the hands and picked off. The Dogs pick it off as Rambo gets it on the tip, headed to the far side. 15, 10, 5, dives in. Did he get there? No, he's down inside the 5, but another flag on the play at the 9-yard line. Rambo caught the deflection. Emory Blake couldn't catch it.
73 on the offense. That penalty is declined. The result of the play stands.
Blake had it go through his hands. Rambo caught the deflection and the tip and headed to the far side of the field. They spot him out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Emory Blake, the son of former NFL quarterback Jeff Blake, couldn't make the catch. And that play is certainly triple play worthy of the Comcast triple play.
Scott, we talked about the need to get this Auburn team in 3rd and long situations. make it to where they're predictable in what they've got to do. That was the first 3rd and long situation they've been in today, and sure enough, an interception occurs. We get the ball on the 9-yard line going in.
Dogs had 2 pick-sixes last week in the win over Idaho State. Nearly had a third. Rambo had one of those, his second in his career, as the Dogs line up 1st and goal from the Auburn 9-yard line. A chance to take the lead here on the number 2 team in the country early on. Play fake Murray in the pocket, throws wide open in the end zone. Touchdown to fullback Sean Chappis. No one anywhere in the vicinity of Chappis. Sneaked into the end zone. Murray with another excellent play fake. Threw it right down the pike. And Chappis, the senior out of St. Augustine, celebrating with a touchdown.
And the reason nobody was on Chappis is all the attention was on A.J. Green. He was in the slot. Auburn brackets A.J. Green. Chappis right up the middle. No one's even close to being there. And credit Caleb King as well. Nice pickup in allowing Aaron Murray to get that pass off.
Extra point is good by Blair Walsh. That makes it 14-7. That Bulldog touchdown brought to you by AirTran Airways, the official airline of the away game. Also, the touchdown to A.J. Green, that one also brought to you by AirTran Airways, Atlanta's only airline with Wi-Fi on every flight.
Completions to A.J. Green. If that stays the case the rest of this way, that's very good news for the Georgia offense.
No question. 15-yard pickup as Fairley's out of the ballgame now. He's on the Auburn sideline. 1st and 10 from the Auburn 40. Murray to pass. Going deep near sideline. Green 101. Touchdown, I think. Yes. We had to wait on it. The judge was standing right there. He beat Washington again. He broke away, at the last minute. Broke away from the defender by about 3 yards, and Murray laid it right in his hands.
Boy, perfect pass. And A.J. Green did his best imitation of Randy Moss there. A little push off to get that separation that you just talked about, then hauled it in. Auburn shifted out of that cover 2 look that they've been giving, went to cover 4, so we were one-on-one outside, and A.J. again goes to get it.
Extra point good by Mr. Reliable Blair Walsh. And suddenly, first quarter Dogs with a 21-point outburst, leading second-ranked Auburn 21-7, 60 seconds to go in the opening quarter. Let's go to our Bulldog Network studios and David Shoemate for a college football update. David.
Caught us in a blitz. We brought Brandon Boykin on a corner fire, and Brandon just not able to get there, so we were manned up, and that's where this Auburn team can hurt you throwing the football. When you get manned up like that after play action, you turn your head a little bit, they can get you.
They hand it to McCaleb. He's running for the edge, and he's going to get the pylon touchdown. He beat Rambo to the corner, I think. Far side, we forced him out of bounds, but Ontario McCaleb with all kinds of speed headed right for the orange cone or the orange pylon, and he got the ball across the plane for the touchdown. And the point after pending to make it 21-14 here as Wes Byram will come out to kick it for the Tigers. There's the snap and the hold and the kick. And it's good, and it's 21-14 as the Tigers move down the field in a hurry. They go 62 yards in 8 plays to make it 21-14. Timeout in Auburn. Georgia still leading by 7. Now this on the Georgia Bulldogs Radio Network.
For 93 yards, so he's starting to do some very good things as well.
Let's check in on the sidelines with Chuck Dowdle. Chuck?
Well, Scott, I was just going to mention, don't forget, if they can just limit them to a field goal here, Georgia does get the ball to start the second half. Back to you.
Thank you, sir. It is 2nd down and 8 for the Tigers from the Dogs' 18-yard line as Newton in the shotgun, Dyer in the backfield as the lone setback. 1 receiver to the right and 2 to the left. There's the snap. Play fake to Dyer. Newton wants to throw in the end zone. Caught. Touchdown. Middle of the end zone. Caught by the halfback, Lutzenkirchen. Philip Lutzenkirchen, 6'4", sophomore out of Marietta, Lassiter High School. Catches the touchdown pass. About the same spot where A.J. Green caught one of his earlier. And it's 21-20 now as Auburn is an extra point away from tying the game.
Well thrown football there by Cam Newton. The Dogs played cover 2, had it pretty well defended, but Cam Newton able to find a soft spot in the middle of that 2-deep zone.
Here's Byram for the point after try. The kick is up, and the kick is good. And we are tied at 21, so Auburn with 14 unanswered points to erase Georgia's 21-7 lead. Tied at 21 and 51 seconds away from halftime, and the Tigers will kick it off. Brandon Boykin hopes to get a decent return, and maybe the Dogs can do something here before the end of the half, although we only have, one timeout remaining in 51 seconds. But you never know with Boykin. You get a good return, you might hard line. Brandon Boykin is back deep for Georgia. The up men, Munzenmeyer, Chappis, and Derek Rich standing on the 15 and the 20 to provide the wedge for Boykin. 21-21 as we get set to start the second half. Here's Byram's kick and an onside kick, and he kicks it to himself and may have recovered it. An onside kick by Byram. He just topped the ball. It went bouncing. He went laterally with it and fell on the football. And let's see where they spot it. They are spotting it on the 41-yard line. Auburn has a man down. I guess it's going to be Auburn's football. Auburn recovers the onside kick.
Well, the only question I have is, did that touch an Auburn player before it went 10 yards? I don't think it did. And it's
going to come in.
Yeah, and what you're starting to see right now, Scott, is this Auburn offensive line slowly starting to take the game over and really punishing the Georgia defensive line, getting a good push initially and opening up even more room for Cam Newton in this Auburn rushing attack.
Second goal, Tigers from the Bulldog 2. They shift McCaleb off to the right, run out of the shotgun, hand it to Ontario McCaleb, and he's going to get into the end zone off the near side. Touchdown Auburn, and they lead it again, now 27-21.
It's just the same play. One time to the right, one time to the left. It's the read option, and Cam's either handing it off to McCaleb or keeping it himself and taking it inside. And they're starting to find some dominance there. Again, it's starting up front with the offensive line for Auburn, but starting to take over the football game.
And this one started with a second half onside kick. Tigers recovered it at their own 41. They go 59 yards to take the lead. The point after by Byram is good. And it's number 2 ranked Auburn 28. The Georgia Bulldogs 21. 10:48 to go, third quarter. Timeout on the field. We're back to Auburn, Alabama right after this on the Georgia Bulldogs Radio Network.
One-on-one situation. Look for us to come back with a slant, but I would anticipate Auburn moving to some kind of bracket outside on A.J. and not keeping it one-on-one.
Green and King out to the left, stay in the eye with Ely. He gets the ball, runs behind Chappa, straight ahead, Ely, touchdown! What blocking by the middle of the Georgia line, the fullback, and Ely followed those blocks right into the end zone. Ben Jones flattened his man. He poured syrup and butter on him after he pancaked him.
He did, and he stayed there a while to lick the plate because he didn't want to get up off of his guy.
Here's Blair Walsh to try and tie it for the point after. The hold by Butler is good, and the kick is up and away, and it is good. And we are tied again at 28. That Georgia touchdown brought to you by AirTran Airways. Go. There's nothing stopping you. 7:54 to go, third quarter. The shootout continues. Georgia 28, Auburn 28. Back in a moment, Georgia Bulldogs Radio Network line.
First and goal from the 4-yard line.
I don't know that anybody can stop this kind of a running game. They've already racked up 264 yards. Of course, they rushed for over 400 against LSU. They break out of that partial huddle, rush up to the line of scrimmage, get set, quick pitch, McCaleb, right side, running. We're trying to stretch it out. He gets the corner and into the end zone, touchdown.
And that was all McCaleb there. We had about 6 Bulldogs out. McCaleb, little dip to the inside, gets us to commit just a little bit. Then that speed of his, he's able to bounce that outside. That move was all on his own against about 6 Bulldogs.
Sanders Cummings took an awkward hit on that play. His body lurched forward. He may have gotten rolled up on. The pass is incomplete, and it's 4th down, and that'll bring out the kicking unit with a second left in the third quarter.
It was going to be a throwback screen to the tight end. We had Orson Charles over there. Auburn manned up, so Orson could never break free.
Field goal try by Walsh from the 19, 29-yard kick from the far hash. The kick is away, and the kick is good. We get 3 out of it, close the gap a little bit. It's Auburn 35 and Georgia 31. That's the last play of the third quarter. It's 18-72. Tigers come out of the sideline huddle, head to the line of scrimmage. Second down, 9 for Auburn from the Georgia 13-yard line. And Newton's going to pass it after a play fake. Wide open in the end zone is the fullback, Lutzenkirchen again. Right in the middle of the end zone. He easily beat his man, and an easy touchdown for the Tigers, and now they go up 41-31.
Boy, same play that they scored on earlier today. Just a little fake off tackle. Cam scoots to his right just a little bit. Lutzenkirchen right up the seam, and nobody there to guard him.
Newton's second touchdown throw of the day. He's run for a score. Here's the point after by Byram. It's good. It's 42-31. Now it's a serious uphill climb, down 11 points with 8:05 to go. Auburn will supposedly kick it back to us here in a moment. We'll see. They started the second half with an onside kick and recovered it and scored. Timeout on the field. Back in a moment. Georgia Bulldogs Radio Network. They've hit their average tonight. They've averaged 42 points in 10 games so far this season, and they have 42 on the board right now. As they quickly get up to the line of scrimmage, they'll snap it to Newton. He'll dive over the pile, and he fumbled the football. Newton tried to dive over there, fumbled the ball at the goal line. There's a scramble for it. No indication yet. A couple of Georgia players think that the Bulldogs have it. No sign yet. They're still trying to unstack everybody down there. Marcus Doughton came out of the pile with a ball. There's been no indication that it's Georgia ball or a touchdown. At least I haven't seen one. What are they going to call?
Ruling on the field is that the ball carrier broke the plane of the goal line. Touchdown.
Well, then why didn't they say touchdown? I never saw a touchdown signal.
Well, I just took a look at the replay, and it's going to be awfully close. That ball looks like it came out. And I don't know if they ever gave a signal on who recovered that ball if this play is reviewed, which I'm sure it will be.
I would think so. Newton's celebrating on the sideline already. And Byram on for the point after, but they won't let him kick it. Yeah, they're going to review it.
The previous play is under further review.
Yeah. I would think that's kind of an obvious situation there for real quick.
Review. The ruling on the field is confirmed. It is a touchdown.
Well, wow. I don't know if it was confirmed, but it stands. Yeah, they give him the touchdown, and it's 48-31. And Auburn will try the point after attempt. So Auburn will be heading to the Georgia Dome to play the Eastern Division champ as Byram kicks it through the uprights for the point after, and it's 49-31. Auburn, 245 from being 11-0 this season. And Georgia, 245 from suffering.
You know, very hurtful to Auburn going against Alabama.
Indeed it could. Georgia in tight, 1st and 10, and they're just going to kneel it down. And the Dogs are just going to run out the clock. Final 25 seconds. We take a knee, and we will get the heck out of here. But Auburn will win tonight, 49-31. Georgia head coach Mark Richt on the field to shake hands with Gene Chiswick. A quick handshake, and it's back to the locker room, and Auburn will begin the celebration as they are Western Division champs. And they will be heading to Atlanta in the Georgia Dome for the SEC championship game. So the Tigers remain undefeated. Georgia falls to 5-6 and finishes the conference schedule at 3-5. Off week next week, and we close out with the biggest rival of all, Georgia Tech, in 2 weeks in Athens. Final score, Auburn 49, Georgia 31. Back after this on the Georgia Bulldogs Radio Network.